What I see in scripture is that a belief is a no-so. You examine the evidence. The evidence is what persuades you. And it's not oh, I can't prove this, so I'm just going to have to believe it. I call that blind faith, superficial, and it doesn't count.
Right. Exactly.
But if somebody has examined the evidence and God has revealed to them the truth of his word and who he is and what he's done, and they believe it, then they've been persuaded by God. The evidence is what persuades you. Then they've been persuaded by God. The evidence is what persuades you. Then they've been persuaded by God.
A double bind is a very specific kind of no-win manipulation in which targets are presented with conflicting messages, each of which negates the other. In effect, they're told, do X and don't do X. When targets are playful, they might be criticized for never taking anything seriously. Then, when they're serious, they're told to stop being a drag and lighten up. The double message is be serious and don't be serious. Whatever the target chooses, the abuser responds with the other. Double binds occur in relationships where targets feel compelled to figure out what the manipulator wants and provide it. They feel unable to ignore the dilemma presented to them, which is what binds them in. They often feel unable to point out the injustice of the dilemma, because criticism leads to more negative consequences. And they're unable to consult the manipulator to help find a way out. Double binds can be extremely destructive psychologically. Targets of narcissists can tie themselves in knots trying to work out what the narcissist wants. But all the narcissist actually wants is to make the target fail. Through repeated experiences of failure, targets can end up in a state of learned helplessness, where they feel unable to control or change a situation. Making decisions can become increasingly difficult as targets start habitually questioning their own judgment. As they become more passive and compliant, the narcissist takes control.
The evidence is what persuades you. Then they've been persuaded by God. The evidence is what persuades you. Then they've been persuaded by God.